Good morning, beautiful souls, and happy Sunday to you. I am Miss Psychic D, and I'm here to channel some psychic-led insight and guidance for the collective energies who visit my page. So that's all my subscribers, my likers, my commenters, my super chatters, all of you. I'm an energy reader. I need your energy to be able to read. So thank you so much for constantly coming along and for boosting my channel. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much to everyone who does leave such a kind donation or a thanks or something after each message. The energies at the moment are really a little bit tricky, I must say. It's been sort of building throughout the week. You would have noticed if you follow my 1 minute morning messages, I do them from Monday to Friday. I give myself the weekend to just do me and be me and do whatever. But you will notice that there have been sort of elevations and then there's sort of dips. And then there's elevations and then there's sort of dips. So if you're emotionally, mentally, spiritually, holistically going through anything right now, please know that it is for your highest good. I did get some channel messages before I jumped on, and I've got to be really a bit careful with this because we are coming up to the 3-year anniversary of my brother's passing, which is very traumatic for me. So I just being a bit cautious because I have a real life specific as to why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. But 9 times out of 10, it still goes with the collective message as well. So if you do have a specific worry, concern, heartache, pain, injustice, anything like that right now, please know that it is coming up so we can emotionally move our way through it, so we can ascend into a higher place of love and a higher state of consciousness. My main mission is to help you gain a better perspective. I'm quite blessed where I have the perspective of the non-physical. So even though my loved ones aren't here physically, on the spiritual sense, I have an understanding as to who, what, when, why, and all that sort of stuff. So I find peace in that. But at the end of the day, my loved ones still aren't here, and the bond that we shared and all that isn't happening in the physical anymore. So go easy on yourself. Please go easy on yourself. The messages that I've got at the moment is that some painful reminders may be coming up for you. So with the energies at the moment, if you're not going with your soul's growth and you're not going with your own expansion via the lessons that you've learnt from people, places, things, experiences from the past, you may go through a little bit of a struggling time, and hopefully today's Spirit's guidance will be able to help you move forward a little bit. I asked them, why is this happening? Why aren't we sort of seeing the fruits of our labor, or why isn't everything sort of working out how we feel that they are going to? Because I do feel like a lot of people are in a wonderful expectancy. They can feel it coming. I know for my private clients, that's why they book in with me, because they can feel something coming, but it's just not here yet. So if you're looking for a spiritual reasoning or solution as to why that's not happening, Spirit is saying that our energy isn't prepared for what it wants just yet. You think you're ready, you feel like you're ready, in some ways you need it for some reason, but the truth is that our energy isn't prepared for that just yet. So that's going to roll into a really high need for self-care, self-love, self-preservation, self-inquiry, self-actualization, all that personal development work. It's not something that you can just do over the course of a day or 2 or 3 days, or go to a retreat and, enjoy 3 days of bliss and happiness and all that and expect everything to be changed. This has to be a lifestyle for most. A lot of people do sort of get stuck in if I just do this process and I'll get this result, but that's not actually how it works. Obviously it's going to make you feel better and it is going to shift your energy, but we need to build a momentum of consistency and discipline, healthy discipline. Don't go without fun or anything, but you've just got to put yourself first, be disciplined at that. Because the reason why I say that too is that they told me new routines and new schedules may need to come into play with this in the 3D world. So obviously I'm here doing the spiritual stuff and trying to help people on a spiritual level and an energetic level. So this is more about incorporating more daily practices into your life. I'm going to try over the course of the next week to sort of give you guys some posts or some videos, 444 on the camera, on how to do that, what you can do. A lot of people try to make it too big And in this day and age, we've got so many beautiful light workers out there at the moment that are saying, do it this way, do it that way, do it that way. You just take what you need from these light workers and just leave the rest, because some will resonate with you, some won't. Some will feel achievable to you, some will feel so far out of reach. But if you ever do hear of anyone sort of popping on and going, well, don't do this, because if you do this, then this is going to be the consequence of it, try to leave that type of help and support alone, because at the end of the day, everything is vibrational. Everything is, they just told me harmonious time, so that's nice. But everything is obviously based from your point of attraction as the beautiful soul that you are. So one more thing is that a little bit of guidance before we get into the reading is they said a lot of people, if you're looking for therapy and you can't afford it or you don't know what to do, it's time to start writing it. There's a lot to be said, and a lot has been forgotten about literally handwriting stuff. Every time I do automatic channeling or anything like that, most people who know me, I've got notepads everywhere. I write everything down, whether it's a good feeling, whether it's a bad feeling, whether it's a random thought that comes in my head, whether it's a prediction, whether it's something that I need to pay attention to, whatever it is. I put that down on paper. 9 times out of 10 when I look at that, I actually will write my new self-script from what I've written down. Or I'll Google affirmations that I should say to help me shift out of that energy. But once again, you've got to want to what matter for yourself, you guys, and you've got to want to put in some type of energy work to shift your circumstances. So if something's going wrong in your life right now, or you feel like you're stuck or stagnant, or you're going through a period of missing or pining or wondering, and I feel like this is a real strong feeling of reflecting too much on the past and stuff like that, please try to find ways to become mindful, become still. I got downloads about that yesterday, and I shared a little thing on my reels and stuff, speaking your truth. That the message was that there is a change coming. There is a change coming, and what Spirit wants you to do is kind of be holistically prepared for it. So some of you may need to focus on your mindset. Some may need to focus on the spiritual aspects of self. Some of you may have to take care of your diet. Some may have to take care of the energy that's in your homes. It's going to be different for everybody. You know what it is for you. But yeah, please know that I am thinking of you. This is why I jump on and do what I do so much. I'm passionate about helping people move their energy from where it is to where you want to go. And it's a process and it's a lifestyle, and you're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs. That's all part of contrast. At the end of the day, you need to know what you don't want and what doesn't serve you, and all that sort of stuff to know what you do want, so you can start focusing on that. So, all right, please know that there are a lot of scammers about at the moment mimicking me, trying to poach people for readings and stuff. You will hear all readers saying it at the moment, that I will never reach out to you. The only way that you can ever get a service from me is by going directly to my website through your own free will and purchasing and scheduling your session or communication through my website. I will never inbox you. I do not have a private profile on Facebook especially. I have a business profile. So they must have, through all the reports that they've been getting, about people plagiarizing me or reaching out on saying that they're me and stuff, their answer and solution to that is for me to pay $50 a month and get a little blue tick to become verified. So I'm not going to go there. I'm not being profited. No, they're not going to profit off people doing the wrong thing. But yeah, so please use your discernment, you guys. If you are really unsure and you do think it's me with all the fluffies and all that reaching out going, I'll help you for $5, or give me your personal details and all that sort of stuff, it's not me. It's not me. I've got people that I read for 10 to 15 years, and 9 times out of 10 I still got to go, can you give me your phone number again? Because I do not keep that kind of information, okay? I do not keep that kind of information. So, all right. Without further ado, let's tap into the collective energies. I'm going to ask Spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer the collective energies, myself included, something that Spirit feel we need to help us move forward. If these messages don't suit you, please go back and watch the other videos, because we are all souls on our own journey. So we're going to have a different energetic timeline. So it's really important to keep that in mind as well. So past videos may suit you better if you just started your healing process, but if you're pretty good where you are in your energetic timeline and you're feeling very optimistic and expectant, then the psychic messages that come out will help feed your, give it to me, give it to me. All right, so in the Monologies, I use the Monology cards. I'm not a tarot card reader, but I use the cards as a tool to help me keep an energetic timeline. And I tap into the collectives using the Monology cards. Absolutely. All right, so we've got surrender to the divine that comes straight up. A lot of you need to really tap into your faith a little bit more. I hope that I am a perfect representation to many people, that you can be a bit of a bogan, you can be who you are and do so authentically and all that sort of stuff without having to be all guru-ish or anything like that. Please, if you have any worries, concerns, write them down on a piece of paper. Put it out to the universe, pray, go out into Mother Nature, under the stars, whatever you feel like doing, and actually pray. They understand that a lot of us don't really know if they're real or if, you know, if they're actually listening or whatever, but Spirit is saying today to validate you that they sure are. Your guides, your loved ones, the angels, the fairies, everybody in the non-physical energies are definitely hearing your prayers right now. So please, I always recommend creating a God box if you want to get into a spirit-led practice. We have free will, so you're going to have to willingly want to release something that may be unwanted. You may want to write it down and pop it in your God box or spirit box or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter, it's all intention. And just say, please, universe, take care of this for me. And just trust and believe and know that they will. On the other hand, you may want to do up a vision board, or you may want to do a separate box for yourself, which is your dreams and your ambitions. Cut out pictures, write yourself wonderful stories, thank the universe in advance, do whatever you have to do and pop it in that box. And just know that it's like mailing a letter to Santa, you know what I mean? As a kid, you always knew that 9 times out of 10 you'd get what you got from Santa or anything like that. So there's a lot of daily practices and weekly practices, whatever, that you can do to manifest the life you desire. But the energy I'm feeling at the moment is actually pray. Pray for help, pray for assistance, pray to your loved ones for healing, or pray for the manifestation of what you're asking for. The reason why they're bantering on about this is because we got believe in the impossible. This has been coming up a lot over the last 3 months as well. The main reason why a lot of people aren't receiving what they're trying to manifest in their life, and especially if it's emotionally based, is because you feel like it's impossible. Maybe you think it's impossible to get a partner because, you know, you're a single mum with kids, or you're a single dad, or, you know, maybe that you do have addictions. Addictions seem to come up. I'll get into the tarot with that anyway, but maybe there's some self-defeating prophecy, some distorted version of yourself that is the reason as to why you are not receiving what you're receiving. But Spirit really wants you to start believing in the possible, and believe in them first and foremost, because what you want is definitely coming in. We got meditate and contemplate. Unless you quieten your soul, quieten your mind, release your energy from any sort of chaos and conflict that may be happening around you or within you, we would really encourage you not to use artificial happiness for this. But at the end of the day, it is a journey, and a lot of people do have to sort of go into that type of energy. So this could be alcohol, drugs, I don't know, sex, whatever it is for each person. But please know that that's just a short-term solution to a long-term problem. But if you're happy doing that, then this reading's not for you. But Spirit are asking everybody to sort of come back to self, practice mindfulness. I shared that in that 1-minute message that I got channeled yesterday as well. Practice mindfulness. There is a big shift coming in. We are either going to be willing participants, and we're going to deliberately go with the flow and go with the ascension that's happening across the planet, or a lot of people are going to still live in fear, lack, scarcity, and what they used to, and just keep getting what they've always got. So time to branch out. There's no expansion, there's no personal expansion or growth or new juicy things to enjoy and bask in if you choose to stay in your comfort zone. Luck is on your side, so there is still a lot of luck, a lot of potency for you to receive and align yourself with what it is that you want. Bring love into every situation if you can. Love everybody where they are. Love yourself where you are. Go easy on yourself. Just try to incorporate 1 or 2 daily practices. The way that I started out was, obviously I journaled and I did the God box kind of process until I got my belief in my faith that process was actually creating some change in my life. Now they're sending me somewhere else. Yeah, so love yourself where you are, love others where they are. Doesn't mean you have to play with them, doesn't mean you have to rendezvous them, but please don't judge them. Please don't judge them. Please don't ridicule them. Don't even sort of allow that type of energy into your personal growth period at the moment, because it's going to hinder you. It really is. And Spirit would just want to help you in some way. And we did get it's time to release negative energies, it's time to release negativity. So this is just any type of negative energy. This can be thoughts, feelings, self-beliefs. This can be addictions, anything that's not sort of serving you quite well or not helping you move forward. This can be people, places, things. This can be anything. Can be absolutely anything. So if you work and do the diligent, consistent routines of creating the law of attraction, creating the life you desire, you've got something lucky coming in. It's going to take you to become a little bit more grounded, a little bit more centered within yourself. Something that you thought was impossible is becoming possible right now. But all we can do right now is surrender to the divine, because they are working overtime, absolutely overtime. But the more that we stay low vibrational, they will never drop their energy to meet us where we are. We have to do something to raise our vibration to meet them where they are. So let's get into some tarot and see if we can get some juicy stuff. They want to jump out, absolutely. You're either falling for the illusion or you're following your intuition. You don't even have to be a self-proclaimed psychic or clairvoyant or energy healer or anything right now. You are a soul. You are an extension of positive source energy that is being activated right now. I would do a lot of chakra cleansing if I were you. A lot of people's intuition is being activated. This is what's happening. If you're uneducated, if you have no knowledge on this sort of stuff and you don't know what the hell's going on, it can be very frightening. It happened to my brother when he went through his activation. He was actually a medium, but of course he thought he was just hearing voices, and he turned to substances and that to help cope with the voices that were in his head, because he couldn't logically understand why he was hearing what he was. The medical side told him that it was, paranoid schizophrenia and all this sort of stuff, and it was just a black hole, and it was a spiral download. And yes, he ended up taking himself home 3 years ago at the end of this month. So we don't want that to happen to you. I'm not saying that not everybody doesn't have a chemical imbalance, but we've got to be really, really cautious in this energy, because we are ending a cycle with the death card here. We are closing out a chapter. If you go and watch my live from last 1717 on the camera, if you go back and watch my live, I've been telling everybody, even in my private readings, that we are closing out a cycle, a chapter. So it's going to be up to you what you observe, what you believe, what you do in your life, what you choose, all that sort of stuff. So if you're choosing to stay somewhere just because it's comfortable, because you have a fear of the unknown, or you feel like you're going to go through any loss, you're going to lose out anyway, and that'll be a real shame. We want you to get up with a bit of vitality, a bit of oomph in your day. Please know that if you're going through abundance struggles at the moment, that is possibly going to shift for you. You need to keep working at your life. You need to keep working. A lot of you, if you are technically working in your career or trade or anything right now, don't give up now, because there is some level of abundance that's going to come in. Even if you just have a lucky mindset, even if you just maintain a lucky mindset, a lot of you may win some sort of sum of money. You may be gifted something of value. It's not always money and cash and all that sort of stuff. This is value. Now keep showing me the double digits, 18, 18. So keep working at what you're working at. You are going to receive the fruits from your labor. That'll come up in the 1 minute message throughout the week. Like I say, I don't go back and watch or go back. I never go back. I'm always looking forward. So you'll have to remind me. But like I say, guys, if you do want to live a more spirit-led lifestyle, please join me every single day from Monday to Friday anyway for a morning message. Some of you are really struggling to let go. Some of you are really struggling to let go. You are holding out in hopes that person will change, or that job offer is going to come in, or that your current situation is going to get better. You need to know that it's reached the end of the road. It's reached the end of the road. You need to stop falling for the illusion of it, or the false promises, or the it's kind of like goner energy to me. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So even if it's not something external, it could be something within yourself. Procrastination, maybe you're just procrastinating a lot here, and it's holding you back and keeping you stagnant from receiving the riches and the abundance and the value and the joy and the prosperity that you actually bloody deserve, because you think it's impossible. The Spirit is saying, this energy right now, it is totally possible, but you have to set some new routines for yourself. You have to want better for yourself. You aren't energetically prepared. Hey, I want everything that I want tomorrow. I want to be in the USA. I want that fun, frisky relationship. I want all that and I want it yesterday. But it doesn't work like that. We have to build our own energetic momentum through our thoughts and our feelings and our inspired action steps and the choices and the decisions we make through our own free will. We have to collaborate all that together right now. I cannot emphasize how important that is. A lot of you have a brand new beautiful offer coming in for you. This is passionate offer. This is something that you are calling out for. But if you're holding on to the old, you're holding on to the driftwood, you're holding on to the false illusion that, that person's going to come back to you, or your boss is going to offer you that promotion or anything like that, you're keeping yourself stagnant. You're keeping yourself stuck, and it's causing this resistance, and it's actually making you go backwards, not forwards. So please know that a lot of you are, if you are stepping up in your power or learning new ways to do that, you have an irresistible offer, an absolutely irresistible offer coming in for you. It's going to make you feel really good about yourself. It's going to make it feel like all the energy work you've done has actually paid off. And Spirit just told me that that's just the start. That's just the start. They're going to start drip feeding some of you. They're going to start drip feeding you because a lot of you don't believe that you deserve or are worthy or can get it. But if you start believing that you are and you can, you start surrendering to the divine just a little bit more, and you have trust and faith, I mean, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? You have this amazing, tasty, tempting offer that's coming in for you. So make sure that this temptation, that this offer that's coming in isn't based on illusion. You need to know, you've got to be in touch with yourself and feel it energetically. You need to feel it energetically. You'll know it. You'll feel it. It's just, you do. You will. Anyway, let's get some manifestation cards and see what comes out there. Holy smackers. Look at that. So we've got wishes are granted. So what am I telling ya? Something that you're wishing for, something that you're hoping for is coming in for you. But if you believe it's impossible, so it is. If you believe that it is possible and you can release your hands off the steering wheel for just a little bit and lose the control over how or who or anything that comes in, it's going to come in for you. Wishes are granted. Laugh, play, get a little bit more jocular, loosen up those strings, have a little bit more fun and attach yourself to nothing at the moment. Absolutely nothing. Please start feathering your own nest through self-love, self-care. I've even got the self-care cards here. Don't usually pull them out, but I knew I had to today. Start laughing a little bit more. Laugh at what's happened. Laugh at what's happened to you. And it's not laughing at it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, holy crap, silly me. Anyway, bring some more playfulness and laughter into your situations. A lot of you are going to have to step into your courage. You're going to have to be a little bit courageous. You're going to have to maybe initiate contact with someone through written communication. Someone may find the courage and deliver you some written form of communication as well. I'm getting that. But whatever's happening at the moment, like I say, your soul, your spirit wants to expand and grow and soar and fly and experience everything that life has to offer right now. But you need to get into vibrational harmony with it first and be courageous and do things that you've never done before, and maybe do things in ways that you've never done before. Humorous, they just said, humorous. Do something that's a little bit more high vibrational. Dance around. Play music instead of scrolling social media. Read a positive bit of literature instead of scrolling social media. Do your own cards. Get in connection with spirit yourself rather than listen to other tarot readers. Don't even come and listen to me. I don't care. I'd rather you be doing your own work. I'd rather you be doing that. We got creativity. So a lot of you should step into your creativity. I literally went down the shop, and I don't know why I did this, but this is validation for why I intuitively wanted to do it. But I went down, I got a heap of creative. So I've bought a glue gun, and I bought some ribbon, and I bought a beautiful new picture frame that I'm going to decorate. It's going to be like a memorial plaque for my mum and my brother. I don't know why I did this, because I am the least craftiest person, let's just face it. But I just had to do it. I literally went down to get mats for the outside of my house, and I come back with a bag full of creative stuff. So if you want to paint, if you want to draw, if you want to write, if you want to sketch, if you want to cook, if you want to do anything that's creative, do it. Do it right now. This energy is going to be great to get your energy out of the problem, out of the lack, out of the scarcity. And it's going to help you raise your vibration enough so this luck can come in. And you can sit there and go, thanks, universe. We also got trust. So you need to trust in the universe. If you don't, then what are you doing here? But a lot of you have had situations or people that have broken your trust. Now's the time to bring love into all situations. This can be forgiveness too, big topic. But this is about trusting yourself enough to make the right decisions for yourself. Starting to learn to trust again. I know this is a big thing. This is something that I'm working on myself. But I always believe now that actions speak louder than words. I give everybody I meet, I give them my trust. I give them 100%. But it's up to their behavior. It's up to their choices. It's up to them to slowly take that trust away from me. So a lot of people go out there and say, well, trust is earned. Trust is earned. Well, it kind of is. It kind of is. But I like to do the opposite. I like to trust and love and be there unconditionally and support and be without judgment to everybody I meet. But it's up to them to start taking that trust away from me. And at the end of the day, that's a them thing, not a me thing, because I'm still me. I'm still doing my jam. So yeah, so that's a good sign. If you're focused on money, let's see what we can get in money. Let's focus on money itself. Things are going to start heating up. Holy shivers. Things are going to start heating up really quick. Yeah, look at that. You take care of your emotional self. I think money mindset come up during the week as well. You start take care of your emotional self. You have an emotional offer coming in as well. I want to talk about money, but they're talking about relationships here. But this is something that's emotionally fulfilling to you. Whatever you're asking out that you want, because the only time we want anything in the physical world is because of the feeling that we'll have from having it. Please know that there is emotional fulfillment coming in. And what Spirit love about this is that if you hold on to that and you maintain that and you get yourself in a really good direction, that you will top your own cup up on a holistic level, that you will be able to give to others from the overflow. And this is going to be awesome advice for light workers. If you're trying to go out there right now and you're not in the best possible version of yourself, you may experience a bit of burnout and you may actually, have a bit of issue here. Not issue, but you know what I mean. And then we got the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. We just need to feel better about things. Your money, your financial sector, your material possessions, your wealth. Spirit know that we need that on this thing. So there's nothing dirty about wanting money or security or stability. Spirit wants you to know that if you keep feeding the toxic, if you keep feeding the less than, the lack, the scarcity or whatever, you're going to get drained. It's going to drain you. But if you surrender it to the universe and say, more of that, please, universe, more of that, please. Something small happens to you wonderfully during the day and you go, you know what, thank you so much. It could be 5 cents on the ground. Thank you so much, universe. Times that by 3, everything flows back to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources. Coming back threefold, it definitely is. There's a building of wealth. I said that in the 1-minute messages before as well, about we're just at the moment really, really required to set up a new foundation for ourselves. We think we can do that in the New Year period, and a lot of people do. And if it's working for you, awesome. But if you are someone that's, the dust has sort of settled on the New Year celebrations, and now it is the New Year, and we're a couple of weeks in, and it's like, holy shit, all my past baggage, all my past stuff is coming up, and that fun feeling is gone. Bring it back into your life. Treat every day like it's a new year. Treat every day like it's a new beginning, because it is. Because it is. And if you want to do yourself a favor, listen to meditations, especially with binaural beats before you go to bed at night, and allow that vibrational harmony to penetrate your subconscious when you're in your non-thinking mind, to help heal you in your sleep state if you struggle to do it in your physical. All right, if you're looking for love, so focus on money mindset. Thank you. They're just jumping out. They're just like, here, have this chunk. Thank you very much. All right. If you're looking for love, this can be the love of self. This can be if you're worried about something that's happening in your current connection, or if you're single and ready to mingle. All right. So we got the divine feminine. So you will not meet your relationship sectors will still struggle, or you'll still experience up and downs and all that type of thing if you keep focusing on the distorted version of yourself or of the other person. So self-love, self-care, I'll be going on about it. You've got to be the best possible version. You are always attracting people into your life who are at the version of that you're at. If you're seeing things in others, it doesn't matter whether it's your workmate, your lover, your ex, or whoever it is, if you're seeing aspects of people that you don't like, that's a reflection of you and what you need to shift within yourself. So I love this though, because there is a lot of loving, caring, nurturing energy that is coming forth, but it's up to you to receive it. We did get Sacred Woman as well, so a lot of people are stepping up in their power. Do not compare yourself to anyone right now. Please do not compare yourself to anyone. You are good enough as you are. It's just maybe you've met or co-created with people who haven't sort of given you the equal energy exchange. They sort of just come and dump their problems on you. They feel better, you feel drained, and they tootle off. Anything of that kind of nature, please know that you do have someone that's because I feel like I want to hold someone's hand. So you do have someone that's going to come in and actually hold your hand 30-30 on the camera. Get out there, start dating. This card keeps coming out all the time too. Start dating, do so healthily, obviously. But if you are someone who's done a lot of inner work, like myself, and it's time to sort of go out and start co-creating, Spirit is saying it's a really safe time. But please only do so if you really know yourself. You know what your boundaries are, you know what your morals are, your values. Stick with your integrity. Do not be pushed or bullied into anything right now. What's meant to be for you will stay there for you, and they will actually hold your hand and walk through you. If you are in a current connection and it's creating some sort of, you've got ups and downs or whatever, go out and date each other again. Like, do something. The amount of people that come with relationship issues and stuff, and obviously some are karmic energy, so that's a different type of advice. But a lot of people, they don't put any play, they don't put any laughter, they don't put any spontaneity, they don't put any cheekiness, they don't put any friskiness into their relationship, and they go, I wonder why my relationship is so dead and boring and, you know, not going anywhere. It's because you're not putting effort, you're not feeding it. So if you're with someone and you're experiencing that contrast, go and do something playful. Stop focusing on the problem and going to counselors. I mean, that serves its purpose, but I'm talking about those who are just feeling a little bit stale. Get out there. And the same as if you're trying to manifest a partner or you're trying to release a partner. If you're trying to release an ex and you know you just don't want to be with them or anything anymore, then try to focus for your own well-being or their good points, because you may not manifest that person back in a better version of themselves, but you're going to manifest a new person with all those wonderful characteristics that you've been basking in for the last 6-12 months or whatever. So yeah, that's that. You got to take the higher road here. Look, love and connections. If you are seeking, and this come up throughout the week as well, if you are seeking love and you are seeking a connection, because we've got the Ace of Cups as well in this deck, please know that the more that you love yourself, you're going to meet someone who loves themselves just as much, and together you're going to be one. I like that energy. So yeah, you're not going to be lonely forever. Your relationship isn't doomed. Anything like that, that's not what I'm feeling anyway, but you're going to have to put in some effort, whether it's into yourself first and foremost or into the connection that's you're inquiring about. All right, we're running a bit over time, but they asked me to pull the self-care cards today. So if you are a deliberate creator like myself and you need a bit of a heads up as to what you need to do to get your momentum going, obviously always follow the daily 1-minute messages. And I'll tell you what, it's a challenge to do the message in 1 minute. But anyway, look at that. Accept you. Show the world the real you. Accept you for who you are right now. Love yourself where you are. Would you say to a friend, I'll hang out when you've got that dream job, lost 5 kilos, etc.? No, of course you wouldn't. Accept you for you today. So any of those distorted versions of yourself that you've got going on that's keeping you resistant to manifesting the love, the money, the job, anything that you desire, this is a self-care job. This is about going within. And if you can, start writing this stuff out, start purging it out of your energy. It's really, really important. All right, so I hope that all made sense. We're going to tap into some deities now, and if you want to pull upon any non-physical deities to help you on your path, to help you on your journey, then please take these guys, ask these guys for your assistance. There's so much stuff going on in the non-physical at the moment, like you'd be absolutely amazed, because we are really coming out of this shadow energy, this dark energy. Some people are confused, don't know what to do. Some are staying in it, and have fun with that. But some are waking up and they are expanding and stuff like that. And please know over the course of probably the next 3 to 6 months, 12 months even, that life is going to get a lot more beautiful for you and life's going to get a lot more amazing. I feel like I actually want to go out and open up the blinds and I'm just looking at the ocean front, and that's just symbology for me to say, wow, that's just so beautiful. So you need to visualize your life that way already. All right. So we've got Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So a lot of people aren't doing this at the moment, and if you are vibrating a little bit higher, you're going to feel this energy from other people. You're going to know whether they're walking their walk or talking their talk. If they're not, that means they're trying to sell you an illusion. That means they're just not where you hope they'd be, anything like that. But for now, it's time to walk your walk and talk your talk and put some physical, mental, holistic action into anything that you desire. We've got Radha, we've got Soul Flame. So we do have soul connections coming in. We've got the connection and the love, all that sort of stuff. So rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So healing's an inside job, but the intuition I'm getting on that is a lot of you are going to come in touch with your soulmate energy. So bring that on. And last but not least, we've got charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. I love it how the message comes out the same in every single card deck. That's why these are just tools and the energetic message is the message. So find your faith, do what you need to do. 9 times out of 10, I've noticed that people just pray, like they will believe in a higher power when there is tragedy happening in their lives. Spirit say, that's cool, we're always there for you, we're not judging you or anything like that, but it would be of a strong benefit for you at this time and age on this planet to start doing this anyway, because they know that the more that you receive on a holistic level, the healthier you feel, the more positively mindset you have, the emotionally amazing, like it's got to download, emotionally how you feel, all that sort of stuff. They know that if they top your cup up, that you're going to give back to the universe, back to community, from the overflow of that. And then it's just going to be frisky good times for everyone. Awesome. All right, I hope that helped you, my loves. Please have an amazing week. Do subscribe, share. If you need me for anything, you want to book in for a reading, all my contact details are down below. Please do not fall for scammers. I can't keep putting posts up. I know they're targeting people that probably don't even know who the hell I am. But at the end of the day, you've got to use your discernment. But either which way, we are forever yours in moving forward. And I'll see you next week, tomorrow. Bye.